No. We're trying to do it for home team, YouTube channel.
Turn the mic off. We're talking about these kids.
They call it second.
Helping families is my passion. It's what I love to do. Hi, I'm Cheryl Yates with ERA Liberty Realty. I've established a reputation for making your journey simple regardless of your price point. They say it takes a village, so I work closely with other professionals in the industry to make your experience a smooth one from start to finish.
We're so happy that we chose Cheryl Yates with ERA Liberty Realty to help us on our buying and selling process. If you would like a 5-star experience from top to bottom, choose Cheryl Yates.
As an Eastern Panhandle native, I possess an insight and knowledge of the area that is essential to reaching your goals. Whatever your real estate needs may be, remember me. I'm the key to buying or selling your home.
This is Quintez McDonald Gibson from Integrity Home Mortgage. Come join the winning team today.
His favorite memory is going to the state semifinals last season. He'd like to thank his parents and family for always supporting him. He plans to attend good college and he's playing basketball at the next level instead of becoming an athletic trainer. Will Shively! Next up, Tyler Lee! Tyler is supported by Angel and Lexi Holmes and Deanna Reeder. He's been basketball manager, played football for 4 years. He's planning to go to Buckhead and Upshur his sophomore year, and then going to Buckhead and Upshur is his favorite memory, and he enjoyed going to states last year. His future plan is to attend Potomac State. Tyler Lee! Last but not least, we got Moses Talley! This man is supported by Amy and Jody and Peggy Talley. His activities are football and basketball. His favorite memory is having fun at practice and away trips. He plans to attend WVU, and he'll enlist in the Air National Guard. Moses Talley! All right, let's get a big hand for all of our senior boys.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Reggie King from HTS coming to you from the Cougar Den at the Jefferson Cougars taking on the Washington Patriots. I'm here with my co-host, guest, Coach Rasan Edwards of the Washington High Lady Patriots. Coach, how's your season been this year?
We've had some challenges. We've had some challenges instead and get ready for next week.
That's good to hear. Good to hear. Now, Coach, Washington, Jefferson, and Washington, you know a lot of the kids on both teams. Coach, some been around parents. Give us a little insight what Washington needs to do tonight to try to slow down this powerhouse with the Jefferson Cougars.
Washington just has to play their style. I don't think they can allow Jefferson to dictate the game itself. I think, everyone that's watched Jefferson this year has seen they definitely want to get up and down. They love a transition three. They want to get up and down the court and get up a lot of shots. But I think what Washington has to do, they have to contest shots on the perimeter, and then they got to finish the possession by just rebounding. I know Coach likes George Welty a lot in the middle. And I know he's going to be relying on him to, kind of clean up everything in the paint. So they have to limit Jefferson to one shot and done, and take care of the ball on the other end. Because Jefferson also, they're going to bring pressure. Washington has to take care of the basketball. Most
definitely. Now, Jefferson High is coming off a 2-game losing streak in a big tournament down at Parmar, down in southern West Virginia State. Shout out to that tournament. Played another two powerhouses down there as well, South Charleston and George Washington. What can Jefferson do to get back on track against Washington tonight?
I think they have to start hanging their hat.
Still hungry for that, to avenge that state loss and get back down there, even though taking two losses to teams that are probably going to beat.
As a as him being the catalyst of the team, I think they are definitely going to lean on him. Definitely have to continue to lead the team as a senior captain, and he's going to have to just constantly step up and raise his game, and continue to sometimes even put the team on his back. So he's going to have to when you're looking at the likes of Hedgesville and Spring Mills, and it's going to be a tough out to get to Charleston, but it's not that they can't do it. They're just going to have to step up, accept the challenge, and I think they'll be okay.
Yes, most definitely. Jefferson's played a very grinding schedule this year, you might call it. The tournament in Charleston we just mentioned, having Goretti come down here, some teams from D.C., just all around. You think Coach Lewis really wanted to beat the schedule up to see where his team was at this year?
Absolutely. He had to challenge them. You know what I mean? I think he had to challenge them to get their mind right, for this stretch. It's going to be, even the conference games are going to be tough. We know those regional games are going to be tough. Coaches are preparing for, Jefferson has a target on their back. Coaches are preparing for them. So, they're going to have to stay locked in. And I think Coach Lewis did a great job of, elevating the schedule to get this team ready for this part of the season.
Yeah, it was beautiful. You got teams like you mentioned Hedgesville, who went down to Miami, Florida, to a tournament playing
Orange Bowl, I believe it was.
Yeah, playing big tournament. All these teams in our local area are starting to go different places up in their schedule to get ready for the state tournament.
Absolutely.
Which is a beautiful thing to see, because as we've seen, it's a lot different down there in Charleston, but it is up here in the EPAC.
It is, and they just play good basketball. I think a lot of times a lot of teams hang their hats on the defensive end, and I don't care who you are, you have to defend. At every level, it always comes back to defense. So guys are going to make shots. Sometimes you understand that, but you have to defend, finish the possessions, rebound the basketball. But they have to play defense. You have to.
Yeah, defense is a thing. We've talked about Jefferson the past 2 years, quickness on defense, but also they seem to get in foul trouble, with something that still bothers them to this day. Anything they should be looking forward to. That bothers them at Charleston, I believe. Jenkins was in foul trouble early. Him and Gladney.
I think that, on the defensive side, you have to understand, every coach has to understand what their team is, what their strengths are, and play to their strengths. But I also think that, defensively, you have to be willing to stop your man. And I think sometimes, when you watch teams, they just get caught up in just staying undisciplined or getting undisciplined, using their hands more. Refs are going to call that. So you have to stay defense. You have to stay solid on defense and, just really lock into guarding your man, especially when you're playing man. Jefferson plays a lot of man. So, you got to do your job. The reaching, the jumping over the back, things like that. You shouldn't, you have to stay disciplined on that side of the ball.
Little things that drive coaches like you crazy to reach in the foul 94 feet from the basket.
Oh my God, yeah. Don't remind me.
I know you can relate, Coach. So let's switch things up here a little bit. Let's talk about the Washington side. One second. We're going to go to a quick commercial break. We'll be right back.
A smooth one from start to finish.
We're so happy that we chose Cheryl Gates with ERA Liberty Realty to help us on our buying and selling process. If you would like a 5-star experience from top to bottom, choose Cheryl Yates.
As an Eastern Panhandle native, I possess an insight and knowledge of the area that is essential to reaching your goals. Whatever your real estate needs may be, remember me. I'm the key to buying or selling your home.
This is Quintez McDonald Gibson from Integrity Home Mortgage. Come join the winning team today.
In NCAA Division II, student athletes leave a lasting impression on their communities. That's because Division II student athletes want to make a difference and truly be part of their surrounding communities. Through community engagement, thousands of student athletes from various backgrounds interact with community members who view them as role models. This interaction leaves a positive and perhaps even life-changing impression on all those involved. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
Hi, I'm Jeremy Atkins, broadcast announcer for Home Team Sports TV, sales consultant here at Opequon Motors. Make a fast break to 838 East Moeller Avenue in Martinsburg. Come see me for a slam dunk of a deal.
Sir, go ahead and sign right there, and you can take your brand new XT4 home.
All right.
Thank you very much,
yes,
sir. There you go.
All right.
In NCAA Division II, community engagement is an initiative at all 25 national championships because student athletes want to give back while competing for a national title. Over the course of the year, Division II student athletes have an opportunity to leave a lasting impression in local communities throughout the country. Whether Division II student athletes are volunteering at hospitals, schools, after-school care programs, foster homes, or retirement villages, they make a difference in the lives of others. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
And we're back after that quick word from our sponsors. Now, Coach Masson, and we're going to move to the Washington side. Washington starting a freshman point guard in Christopher Doman. I believe you know Chris and his dad. Tell me a little bit about this freshman guard if you could.
I like Chris a lot. Extremely coachable kid. Really good teammate. Those two things are extremely important, especially with a freshman coming in. Coach trusting him, put the ball in his hands, and allowing him to play and grow with the team. But I think he's done a tremendous job this year. As a freshman, stepping in with the ball in his hands, primarily. To get this offense started, get things going. I like what he's done so far. He plays hard, so I can respect that.
Oh, most definitely. Washington got a little young team, couple freshmen, couple seniors, trying to figure out where they're going to go, trying to figure out who they are for this season, pretty much. But the future's promising for them.
Absolutely. I like what and Coach Trent knew what he had coming in, and right now he's really trying to build this thing the right way. So I like what he's doing. I like the direction they're moving in.
Oh, most definitely. As we look out the stands here, just a lot of people showing up, which is good for a
good environment.
Crosstown ride together, play together. Youth league, fight some middle school, travel ball. You coached travel ball for a while, did you not?
I did. I coached, and we started a little program. It just but didn't work out all the way, but it was it was good to kind of give kids some experience, see some different things, see some different areas, play against some different kids, and kind of get out of their comfort zone. So it's just good to see these kids growing up, doing some positive things, taking care of the classroom, and just being good kids. It's extremely important.
Well, it's definitely, that classroom is definitely important. As you would know, I believe your son's in college as well. He's playing ball.
He is.
How's their season going?
They're struggling a little bit right now, but he's got a good head on his shoulders. He's a biology major. He's taking care of the classroom as well. So I'm extremely proud of him. They play tomorrow, so we'll touch base and get him locked in, and he'll take care of what he needs to on the court.
Definitely. But like I said, we're in for a good game tonight. Jefferson coming in. I believe their lead scorer is Jamari Jenkins at just under 18 a game. But like I said, that's something you expected from Jamari, correct, Coach?
Absolutely. Jamari's been around this a long time, and again, he's a competitor. You know what I mean? As the game rises, he rises. So, he's hungry to get back to Charleston and really make a run at Charleston, not just get there. I think he's really he's locked in to doing that, and it'll be anxious to see what he does tonight and the rest of the season.
Most definitely. With Jamari, got the other two co-hosts of the Big Three, Jake Gladney and Will Shively, both averaging about 15, 16 points a game. It's important to get those two going early, correct?
And one thing about Jamari, honestly, he would rather pass the ball first. He'll do what he has to do on the offensive end as far as putting the ball in the hole, but he'd rather pass the ball first. So he's going to make sure he finds Jaden. He knows Jaden's going to get to his spots on the floor, and he's able to find him. Will has a nice little jab step pull up three. You know, he'll use that a lot. And but Mari, like I say, he's the engine, and he keeps them going. So it'll be good to see what they do tonight.
Most definitely. And we talked about size advantage, as Washington definitely has the size advantage over Jefferson. Something they'll need to do tonight is definitely box out Big George down low.
Yeah, and that's the thing. But I will say this: Wyatt plays bigger than when he is. You know, he plays strong. If he can stay out of foul trouble, as you mentioned before, he can stay out of foul trouble, and just let's not pick up costly fouls, and just stay solid, and and just live to fight another day. Sometimes he'll get to, he might pick up a little cheap foul on the offensive end, and but he does play hard, and he plays big down in that paint.
Oh, most definitely. Keep boxing out, keep playing hard. What they got to do? Like I said, this Washington team scrappy. They played them tough last time. Played real close early in the game. Just Jefferson, just the team they are took over. Washington keep it close. They got a shot.
I think we'll see. I'm not sure how they'll. What I'd like to see out of Washington, I know, I watched them play at Musselman last weekend, and they kept the game kind of close.
Very good.
Yeah, just had some costly turnovers, down the stretch. Had a couple easy shots that didn't fall. So it's a couple things like that. If they can clean that up, then if it's a 5-6 point game in the fourth quarter, then you know what? It's up in the air. We'll see what happens.
Like I said, they are a young, scrappy team. Doesn't give up. I mean, last time they were down pretty big to Jefferson, they kept fighting, started to claw back a little bit. Jefferson had to kind of put their starters back in a little bit just to hold the run on just for a hot second.
And Coach, that's a tribute to Coach Trent Hilliard. He's going to continue to fight. And a lot of times, players, teams take on their coach's personality. So, I think they're going to continue to fight because that's who Coach Trent is. He's going to continue to fight. He's going to continue to push, and he's not going to let them give up. So, that's really they're taking on that this year.
Yes, and then tonight is Jefferson's senior night.
Okay.
A couple seniors. Got Will Shop is going to Hood College to play some basketball.
Okay. Good spot for him. I think he'll fit in well. He can just go in and just kind of accept his role, and figure out a way to get on the court. The main thing is, of course, he's going to have to take care of the classroom, and get adjusted to just the college atmosphere, college life, classroom, weights, and, so on and so on. So, but he seems like a good kid. He's always been respectful, always, speaking and saying, and staying positive, yes sir, no sir. So I think he'll be fine. It's they leave Coach Dickman's over there. We're a good program over there.
Yeah, most definitely. Switching things real quick, real fast. Isaiah Fritz signed to play football at Shepherd.
Congratulations, Isaiah. That's huge. That's huge.
That's very huge. And as we go to the starting lineups, we'll look as they introduce the starting lineup for Washington and Jefferson. And we are back after that beautiful anthem by the color guard. As we get ready for tip-off, as your Jefferson Cougars taking on the Washington Patriots. Cross-town rivalry at its finest, Coach Edwards.
Yeah, want to see a good competitive game. Both teams want to go out, play hard, leave everything on the floor. With the chips fall where they may.
And we should be in for a doozy tonight. Cougar speed. Coach Tech doing honorable things, starting the seniors tonight.
He did. Class act.
Yesterday, because a lot of coaches don't do that.
No, they don't.
Senior night or not.
No, they don't. No, they don't. And some coaches feel a certain way. People have their own opinion about it, but class act by Coach Lewis.
Here we go. As Jefferson controls the tip. Isaiah Fritz up the court. Out to Moses Talley. Washington coming out the 3-2 zone, Coach. Will Shively for three. No good.
Rebound, trying to keep that dribble drive action from their guard play.
And quick pull-up three by Trent Birch. And another quick three by Malik Smith.
Two quick threes by the Patriots.
A lot of up and down. Jamari to Jaden Gladney. Three for the line. Jaden Gladney for three.
Got to a spot and knocked it down.
Jefferson in the half-court man-to-man. Christopher Doman brings the ball up court. Drive by number 3, Chance Zimmerman. Over to the big man, George Welty. And that'll be a foul, number 12, Moses Talley. Something we talked about, Coach.
Well, George, he put the ball down on the floor, got to the paint. I haven't seen him do that, but if he's able to do that, Moses, I think, in that situation, again, just stay solid. You don't have to jump to try to block every shot. Just stay solid, wall up, and, just contest it. If he makes a great shot, he makes a great shot. But, now you keep your team out of foul trouble. Pick a foul up, under a minute left, right into the game, you're already picking up a foul.
Big George goes 1-for-1. Jamari Jenkins quickly up the court. 3 ball on Will Shively. 3 for the line by number 20, Will Shively. Number 1, Chris Doman bringing the ball up court for the Washington Patriots. Out quick to number 3, Chance. Again to the big man, George Welty. He might be out on Jefferson. Stay watching the ball, Coach.
I'm watching. I think George just has to gather and then go up stronger.
Malik Smith out to the top of number 3, Chance Zimmerman. Chance all the way down to the basket. Bully ball by number 3, Chance Zimmerman. And Jamari Jenkins quickly up the floor. Big block by number 52, George
I think that's why Coach doesn't want to go in that man. You see how quickly Jamari was able to get to the paint.
Very quick. Number 1, Chris Doman to the bucket. And a rebound by number 52, George Welty.
Yep, there it is.
Folks, HTS is having technical difficulties right now. We do apologize to our viewers at home. We'll have to reboot our system. We'll be right back with you momentarily. Again, our apologies to all viewers at home.